One, go.
Perfect. Thank you. And welcome everybody. Today we've got the wonderful Debbie Dorans, and I'll give her a little introduction regarding my relationship with Debbie in a couple of minutes. But Debbie, please tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Right, thanks, Graham. I'm Debbie Dorans. I am a property mentor. So I do my own mentorships, but I do mentorships for Asset Academy, which is a property education company, more like a family really. I also do coaching, property coaching. I am an investor. I've done all strategies. I love anything from buy-to-let to commercial, renovating, flips, you name it, I've done it. Yeah, and we've got a property hub that is a hub for people to come to and get help, and help them with strategies areas and just keep them safe really. Yeah, we've got that in Sunderland, so all's going good, Graham.
Fab. So with everybody else, Debbie, I've kind of been asking them questions about what they do and kind of taking a little bit of information off them and gathering some top tips, and we're going to give away some real good knowledge to everybody else who's watching in and listening. And I think it's always good to share within the world of education. So as you know, in my business, I tend to do a lot of business mentoring, a lot of coach and mentoring, and work with athletes, but coaches, but business people as well. So with you, it's slightly different, isn't it? Because you're actually my mentor.
I am, Graham. I am. And I'm sure I'm younger than you.
I'm sure you are as well. But maybe that's not such a bad thing. So I thought today what would be really useful is letting everybody know the fact that actually it doesn't matter how old you are, even though it might be a week that I'm a week younger than you. So are you 35 this year, Debbie?
Yeah, 35, yeah.
Yeah, I am a week older than you. I thought it'd be a good idea to say, well, actually, it doesn't matter how old you are, you can still learn. It doesn't matter how old you are, maybe you should still have a coach, whether it's an environmental coach, either business or life, and also having a mentor as well is something useful. So tell me about your experience with me. How has it been mentoring me?
Well, I've got a few more grey hairs, Graham, that's for sure.
Me too, by the way.
No, do you know what? When mentoring you, so when we did our mentorship, going outside and going to all the agents and getting the deals, first day, you were taking everything in. I remember I thought you were quite quiet, but then the second day, wow, the confidence, the belief, and it was just taking everything in, the processes and everything on the first day, sleeping on that. And then you were just like a different person. So yeah, so it was great. You take action, you do what we teach you to do. So I just show you exactly what I've done, and you just follow my steps, and you're doing everything right. You're double checking things, and we're working together on that as well. And you're doing amazing with the property journey, and it's only been not long, and we've got a couple of deals there already, 2 different strategies, 2 really, really good deals, with the exits there and everything, and you've just done amazing. I think with you now we've got that confidence. The difference I can see is when you make a decision, you know you've made the right decision and you go with it. There's no hesitation afterwards. You do all the work at the front end, and that's right, I'm happy with that, and then you just run with it, which is great. And watching you grow with your portfolio and your knowledge, and I know you help other people with bits to do with property, it's just amazing to watch, and I'm really glad to be a part of that as well.
Yeah, Fab, and I'm sure I'm not the perfect learner, by the way, but I can remember that first day going home and just going, oh my God, and I'm having an absolute mental freak out. I think that's okay when people are going through those different emotions. And my way of dealing with it was a ridiculously long email that I sent you on the Monday night. I think it was the Monday.
Yeah.
And then on the morning, we had a little early meeting mentorship, and just got everything out on the table in terms of how I was feeling. And I think it's different for people who come from different backgrounds to adjust to a new world, isn't it? And
yes.
I was talking yesterday with one of the Premiership football players that's on this 30-day program, and we were talking about the fact that it's okay to, when you define yourself as a professional football player, but when you've finished, well, actually you're here because you're no longer that person. So how do you redefine yourself?
So how do I redefine myself?
How do you redefine yourself? Because you, in terms of your background, but also the different strategies you have, you're having to redefine Debbie Dorans at every stage of your evolution and development as well, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. And you know, at the minute, I've took on with another 2 business partners a business coach. So a business coach within the hotel industry, because I know all about property, but as much as I think I know, with all the strategies, I know how to do the numbers, I know how to keep the deal safe. But business-wise, we've decided to do some boutique hotels. I don't know the insides about hotels and about all of the contracts, the staff, all of that sort of thing. So straight away, without hesitation, that's not, and I admit that's not what I'm an expert at. Bring that expert in to take you to the next level and learn all the things you need to do with your new venture. So just, you know, I have coaches. If I want to do a development, I will have a development coach just who's done development in a big way, just to hold my hand a little bit. So there's no harm. You're going to get to where you want to get there quicker with an expert in that area. So even I know about development, I wouldn't hesitate about getting somebody who's on a different level from me and who's done lots of developments. So yeah, so it's just, we're all learning every day. I learn something new in property, and you know that's what it's all about. It's being, not being scared to learn anything. All this social media and Zoom calls and technology has really pushed me out of the comfort zone. And now I know, going back to when people do the mentorship or the coaching, they get frustrated at the beginning because they want to know it all. And you just can't learn everything in one day, and it's just by doing it step by step. So yeah, it's been I think for everybody, technology with the lockdown's been a big thing.
Cool. At what age do you think we actually stop feeling like we need some kind of support and help and guidance? Because we get teachers at school who teach us the alphabet and teach us how to count and teach us how to communicate with people, and then we go to secondary school and we do some exams, and then some people go on college, university, and there's always somebody there helping you. In the world of sport, you go from coach to coach. You go to the gym and you get a gym instructor who helps you out as well. But sometimes you get stuck. I think some people get stuck in the world where they forget that there's another level above them, or there's another level sideways, and there's knowledge and education there. And for me, that's what coaching and mentoring is about, is allowing that person to see those opportunities, but to not be frightened of asking somebody for help.
No, definitely not. And I think through my lifetime and going forward, I will always look for that person who's that level above us, because it's just getting the knowledge and experience is going to save you time and money. I've seen it, you know, when I've mentored people and I've been mentored, you know, and you do go to a different level, and it just makes sense to me. Me personally, I will never do anything without getting that extra help from a mentor, because it does help you inside as well. Sometimes you have a bad day about something, about a project, and it's good to talk to somebody through with that who's got experience to help you unravel it and have different sort of exits and outcomes. So for me, I don't think it doesn't matter what age, you know, and it could be to do with health, fitness, you know, eating, exercise, property, business. I think we all need to have a coach, definitely, who's an expert in that field, for definite.
Agreed. And I know we're hopefully going to run some programs at the Hub with you guys as well later on in the year, in terms of one of the programs is the Coaching Boardroom program that I run, and you know, we do business coaching as well. So hopefully that should be fun. But one of the first things I can remember about day one of my mentorship as well was the very first deal that we looked at, where, you know, I'd done all the figures, I ran through everything, I presented it to you, and you just went, "Nope, we're not doing that." I was like, "What?" My due diligence was nailed. My confidence level was, well, it wasn't high, but it was higher than it had been. And you said, "Yeah, get rid of that one. Phone them up, say that we're not doing that properly." I was like, wow. And that learning was huge. But then the next day, when we went into the first property that I actually did buy, and again, done the same thing. And for me, sometimes it is a little bit of, yeah, you can do this, and having someone who just turns around and says, you've done everything, it's right, you just need that extra bit of confidence to do it. And then when we just went, yeah, I'll do it, you're in that state of panic, but also a state of excitement as well. People sometimes get stuck in the panic, and sometimes stuck in the fear, and it stops moving forward, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And that's where your coach or your mentor can help you step over that fear and just say, and give you the confidence to say, actually, you are doing the right thing. Just go for it. What's the worst thing that can happen? Let's go through the process. Let's go through the exit. And do you know what? It's an amazing feeling to help somebody pass that line of fear. And I need that off people, but obviously I can give that on property, and it's just amazing. Everybody says it's a confidence thing. It's giving us a confidence to go forward, which is brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. I love it.
Word a lot with the clients that I work with, and it's a made-up word. It doesn't exist. Look, there's a cup. I know that's a cup. There's a pen. What's confidence? It's a made-up word, but it's so impactful in terms of your mindset. And everybody defines it completely different. Sometimes you buy a house, that gives you confidence because you get the win, or you win a football match, it builds confidence because you get the result, the outcome. But there's got to be something intrinsic about confidence that is connected to your emotions and how you feel as well. So that day one, my confidence was ridiculously low. By the end of day two, it was a little bit higher. And I think it is a compound effect confidence. It has to be a day-to-day process of you building, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's going through, as you say, the day by day, and getting the bits of knowledge and going through with somebody who's been there, got the t-shirt. And that might be through the mistakes I've made in the early days. I've took all the hits, and I don't want my mentee, and I can keep you safe because I've been through everything, and I've had my mentors after that that's helped me. So sometimes, it's about, I've learned the hard way and met in the younger days, and then obviously I took the education and I got out of the different situations. And that's how, I'm quite protective with my mentees as well. And I'm like, shows every deal. Sometimes I should just back off a bit, but I just want to say that they're doing the right thing. But yeah, it's good. You know what you're doing now. You bought me some amazing deals the other day, and I was like, wow, the change from, last year to now. And now you're looking at developments, hundreds of thousands of pounds.
I want over the line first before we say anything. My confidence, I'm still not 100%. Debbie, seeing that you just approached that subject a little bit, go on, just for everybody, what's your biggest error? What's your biggest mistake then?
My biggest mistake was getting into business with people who I didn't do the due diligence on, and then not finding out to a later date that they weren't the people that I thought they were, but I was too far into the deal to get out. So I had to go through the full thing, but I learned so much. And that's when I fell in love with commercial conversions and development, because I had to be one step in front of them every day, trying to work out what they were really doing. So, but it's all about your contracts. Make sure you get the right contracts. Do your due diligence on the person that you're going to do the JV or the deal with. And pay that bit money and get everything signed off by the solicitor. Use your power teams and your professionals who are an expert in their field to give you worst case scenario, so at least you know what that's going to be. So that was me. My biggest learning curve, and that was probably I wasn't too far in. I think I was about four years in my journey with property, so it's about 2013, 2014. But when I came out of it, I came out on top, because I did manage them to sign a contract just before we're going to do some of the refurb, because I was the only one that could get the finance, because I was clean and they weren't. So I did manage them, and that saved us. That one document saved us. So yeah, it was scary at the time, but now when I look back, I grew so much through that. I mean, people charge 10 grand for that course. It was amazing, and you know, yeah, it was. But it was scary at the time. But looking back, and I went to my power teams for help. So yeah, it was great.
So with making mistakes, because we've all made them.
Yeah.
We make them in business, but we also
I
make
could write a book, yeah.
we
For the
make
early days
them.
before 2014, I made lots of mistakes, but that was the biggest one.
Okay. And I'm sure we'll still make more after we've done this call, by the way, because the good thing about humanity is we live in an imperfect world.
Yeah.
We're all going to make some kind of error along the way, but it's how we look at the error, I think, in terms of is it an opportunity. And sometimes we can get stuck. You get stuck for a period of time, and you know, pre-mentor day one, I was a little bit stuck with this whole property thing. One, because of Jess, and two, for a variety of other reasons. And you have to work on the process to get rid.
Yes, you do, and it's about mindset. And when I say mistakes, learning curve, you know, learning points. That's what I like to call them. But yeah, it's all about your mindset, and it took me a while as well. You know, in the early days, I was rushing around doing deals, and I was like, luckily I'm quite motivated. But then I was seeing other people that weren't motivated, and I was like, well, why? This is a fantastic opportunity. Why aren't you out there? But everybody's different. So then I used to try and motivate other people, and that's where it all started from, and helping them and getting them results. So, but there is a big need out there, and I think mindset is key. If you haven't got your values and everything sorted out at the beginning, building a business or, you know, property or whatever, you must get them all sorted first. Get your head sorted out. You know, get a coach, get a mentor to do all that, like, you know, a life coach or whatever. Get that all sorted, and then build on top. You don't want to build on top of sand, do you? Because you want to build on top of something solid.
Sand in Singapore, and then that's probably a good place to. But no, I think you're right. And I look back, and all of my mistakes with people have been when I've been trying to help them.
Yeah.
And you almost try to go a little bit too far to help them out. And I think that's when you get burned. And all my big burns have pretty much been with people who I wanted or tried to help and support, and it's come back and got me. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't help the next person, because everybody's completely different. But it does put your guard up a little bit next time, because you have to learn, you have to grow. You will never not have that document ready next time, will you?
No. I mean, solicitors for me now, because I'm a very, very positive person. So when the solicitor used to say something negative, they're always negative on the solicitors, and it's like, but we need this in place, because I go, that's never going to happen, but let's put it in just in case anyway now. So now my solicitor, you know, I've got his mobile number, I'll be texting me ideas, and I'll say, right, I need my backside covered in this deal, do what you have to do that. And they'll sign whatever they've got to sign to get me on board. So that's all sorted now, and it may cost you $1,000 for a contract, but it will save you thousands and a lot of heartache. So you need to put money in a pot for legals, for definite legals and stuff like that, just to get the right documents.
But know who your friends are, always useful.
Know who's got your back as well, don't you?
I like that. So, with that in mind, because we went a little bit negative there, and we were still quite positive with that conversation, weren't we, in terms of mistakes?
Yeah, we put a positive twist on a little negative.
Absolutely, I love that. But we are in a period of isolation, and you've been on some of the Zoom calls with Martin Roberts last week, and there was Roger Black as well, and Steve Backley, and there's been some phenomenal calls that we've been on, and great information coming out. And I hope I'm looking at it in the same way you are and everybody else, is that there's huge opportunities for any business now. We're in a poor stage, so I can't go out to work. In fact, I can't even leave the house because of Jess at this moment in time. But doing something like this is fun. We've got 30 days of sharing knowledge, sharing information with some great people. And I'm so lucky that I have the contacts, and I've worked with a variety of different people who we can share this with the rest of the world and share it for nothing. So that's a fab thing. It's a great opportunity to do something like this. So what opportunities are you seeing? One, for you as a person, two, for the new property hub that you've got, but three, in terms of general property businesses. What's going on at the moment, Debbie?
Right, so opportunities for me, so doing the Zoom calls and contacting people online and things like that is I think is it's went better than what I thought it would. So I'm connecting with people, coaching online as well with Zoom. So the opportunities there are actually, you don't have to meet up with somebody all of the time. So you can save time for your client as well if they've got to travel. So doing some Zoom calls, keeping connected with people. The hub is going to be amazing. We've got people like yourself coming into the hub, but it's all about property, mindset. There's mentoring there, coaching. For me, it's a real, it's a full package. So we can get you sorted out the coaching and the mindset and take you to where you want to be financially. And whether that's with property or something else, we can look at business. And I think there's a lot of businesses now that would be looking at doing business online. So we have somebody in the hub who's looking at that as well. But I don't think we should ever lose meeting up and connecting with people that way. And I don't think that's going to go away. But I think people will start doing more online as well. But the hub, we want the Vigeo property hub to be a place where people come and just get everything sorted. Everything sorted, from what you're going to help with the coaching, the mindset, the mentoring, and we've got a women empowers group, and we've got property sourcing, help you build your portfolio if you need that. We've got finance, we've got legals. So it's really going to be a one-stop shop.
I just had a little light bulb moment there, because one of the guys who I'm interviewing later on in this month's program used to be the chief exec for the Anantara Hotel Group in Singapore, Thailand, and he opened all of the Anantara hotels in the Maldives and Wahin and Koh Samui. He'd be a good person that I should hook you up with. So
that sounds good, yeah.
And he's looking to evolve his consultancy package in Thailand and also in Singapore at this moment in time, and you might just be able to help with a few little good tips as well. So
that would be amazing. That would be amazing, Graham. And property wise as well, I think for all of us, looking at getting through this, there's going to be a lot of opportunities where we can help vendors, help estate agents, and be a win-win for us as well. So I think there will be, maybe, I'm looking at knocking about 10% off the done up values just in case. But I think it depends on your strategy. It depends where the property is. And there's lots of opportunities there. And with the knowledge we've got, we can be creative and help landlords in negative equity. We can help vendors in negative equity. There's a lot that we can add value to people. To get the businesses going and getting really good rental properties as well for people, rather than them buy properties if they just want to rent, depending on the situation, what's happened with their job or whatever. So it's looking at every situation and finding a solution, really. So that's good. So looking at buy-to-lets and also charity housing, social housing as well for vulnerable adults.
Fab. Well, thank you very much, Debbie. I think what we should do is, I want to end it with something positive for everybody to take away, because I'd like to think we all have a coach. We all have a mentor.
Definitely.
Ideally, not everybody wants to pay for a coach or a mentor, and not every coach or mentor has to be a paid one. I'd always say, if you can afford it, go and do it. They're the experts in their field. Why would you not? But if you can have informal mentors. So for years, I've had 2 or 3 informal mentors who probably don't even know that they're a mentor to me. I just pick up the phone and go, help. We have a chat, and that kind of puts my mind at ease a little bit, or helps me solve something in my own head. But 3 tips in terms of why it's important and the benefits you can get out of having a coach or a mentor. Go.
Yeah. So what was that first one, Graham? Sorry?
Yeah, top 3 tips on having a coach and a mentor.
Top 3 tips having a coach and a mentor.
Yeah, having a coach and a mentor doesn't put any pressure on you, but being a mentee, you can.
Yes, okay, I'll let you off of that, Graham. So the top 3 tips are, I think you will get to where you want to get to quicker, safer, because of the knowledge and the expertise your mentor's got. That's going to save time. It will save money in the long run. Also, you have that, it's about building a relationship as well. So you found a new friend, you build a relationship with somebody who they will want to help you in any way. So, you know, you might be mentored by them at the beginning, but you've got out of that a friend, you've built a relationship, and you might end up doing things together, property wise or whatever. Haven't done more than 3 or not, or I've just done 2.
On 2.75, I think, Debbie. One last Debbie Dorans golden nugget for everybody to take away with. What would it be?
Golden nugget is surround yourself with positive people who know what they're doing and they're an expert in their field and that's something that you're looking at that you want to do. Make friends with as many people who, you know, are where you want to be. So if it's property and you want to develop whatever, just surround yourself with positive, knowledgeable, amazing people, and you know, your network is your net worth as well, I think. And get rid of the weeds in the garden, you know, and just stick with and stay focused and write your goals down and achieve them with the right mentors, coaches or friends. You know, don't take action. Yeah, don't you know, don't let anybody, you know, piss on your dreams and your goals, because they're all doable. Whatever you want to happen in life is doable. You just need the right people and knowledge to get you there. So yeah.
Debbie, thank you very much. What we will do, everybody, is we'll put Debbie's Property Hub information on the bottom. So if you can subscribe, and if you like the page, and then there'll be some information about the Property Hub that you can contact Debbie and her team there. And what we'll do is we'll put together a little PDF with all of Debbie's top tips and a few more others, which I probably stole along the way. I'll add them. You can download the PDF. It's yours for free. Go and have some fun with it. Enjoy and just try to be a better version of yourself tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that's all you can do.
Stay safe, everybody, as well.
Bob, thank you.
Stay safe.
And we will speak soon.
Thank you. Bye.